Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Last time, we ended up getting every Poe and Heart piece that is available to us right now, with the exception of, honestly, 2 Heart pieces. There is one that we are going to be getting today. I don't know if we're going to be getting the other one today. But first, let's go to Telma's bar. Oh my, if it isn't Link. You made it. How have you been, honey? Mercy, but you have good timing. I was just talking about you. Hey everyone, introduce yourselves. This handsome young man is the infamous Link. You remember what I told you before, honey? These are the friends I mentioned, the ones who are trying to help deal with all the troubles in Hyrule. Actually, there's one more of us, but there's been a disturbing turn of events in the Eastern Desert, so he's gone to check it out. He's an older man named Auru. If you happen to meet him, definitely take the time to talk with him, okay, honey? Well, you've come all the way here, honey, so why don't you relax just a bit? Why don't you be sociable and talk to these folks? Because I'm a silent protagonist. They're a jolly bunch. Oh, hello there. You must be Link, correct? I'm Shad. Wonderful to meet you. Telma told me all you've been up to. You're rather formidable. I'm rather not, I'm afraid. Well, I'm formidable at book reading, but I lack, shall we say, physical skills. That said, if history and legends of Hyrule are your cup of tea, I'm your fellow. If you're curious, just ask away. Do you know anything about the hero of legend? At the moment, I'm absolutely entranced by the sky beings known as the Uka. Yes, according to legend, Hyrule was made by the Hylians, who, as we all know, are the closest race to the gods. But according to legend, long ago, there was a race even closer to the gods, and some say these creatures made the Hylians. When they created the people of Hylia, they simultaneously created a new capital, a city that floated in the heavens. They dwelt there, and some scholars believe that this race lives there still, somewhere in the great sky. Sky beings. Isn't that simply marvelous, old boy? Well, I wouldn't give to meet them. We probably shouldn't tell him that we have met them before. It's Ashi. I grew up in the mountains with my father, who was a knight in his own right. He taught me the arts of war, as though I was his son. Of course, lessons in common courtesy were not part of the regimen, so forgive me if I come off as rude, okay? Listen, before I blab both your ears off, I want to tell you something. Snow Peak, the mountain to the north of Hyrule, it's unlike any mountain I've ever known. I don't know much yet, but things happen there that happen on no other mountain I know of. Evil controls it. As soon as I know something more, I'll tell you. Until then, you should stay away. Yeah? Actually, it's kind of interesting about this character because the little guy straight up says that she, like you can tell that, or that straight up says that in her in the what is it called? The little guide for the game. It straight up said that she is, I guess, for some reason, this is like, I'm stuttering here. I don't know why this is information that is said, but it's for some reason said that she is attracted to men that are strong, courageous, and I guess powerful like her father. I don't know why that is information that needed to be said, but yeah. I guess this mysterious helmeted figure is someone, but he looks like he might be from Orden, weirdly enough. Like, look at that little belt thing. I don't know. Well, let's check the map.
Hi.
That old codger Auru is at Lake Hylia studying the desert. Okay, so now we know where to go. And I'd like to bring attention to this. What to order? What to order? I do believe I'll start with meat. You can find him around in different locations. It's actually pretty funny. Okay, before we head off to Lake Hylia, I want to go to Kakariko Village real quick. Okay, now that we're here, there is something that I wanted to do here. If we go into the little place here. Hey, Link. Buy something. I don't think we need anything. Time is money. If you're done shopping, then quit wasting both. I've heard there's a lot of price gouging going on in the shops of Hyrule Castletown. People are pretty upset, I hear. I loathe people who take advantage of the poor, unwashed masses. Give to my Castletown shop fund so I can finance a shop there. Welcome to Malomart. I have heard from a reliable source that shops in Hyrule Castletown are gouging prices, crushing folks under the thumb of commerce. Well, fear not, brother, for Malomart has proposed a townspeople relief plan, as in to answer the lamentations of the common man. Phase 1. Repair the broken bridge leading to West Castletown to the field in order to improve traffic. Phase 2. Buy the Castletown shop and sell products to the town at a reduced prices. You have heard me right, brother. But there is a problem, however. The finances for the execution of this glorious plan are lacking. Please, brother, offer some financial support to aid the purchase of Castletown shop for the benefit of the people. We'll do this a bit later. We're not gonna do this right now. Mostly just because I want to show that shop that they're talking about before we buy it out. I guess let's go to Lake Hylia. Okay, before we do the before we go talk to Auru, I guess, we are gonna do this thing. Okay, so this is a little bit of a mini game where we can pop fruit balloons. What you want to do is pop all the strawberries and try to keep a streak going. But I guess for now, watermelons are the weakest, cantaloupes are, I guess, the second most, and strawberries are worth the most. Strawberries individually are worth 10 points, but they stack up with consecutive hits. You want to get at least 10,000 points, which is pretty much impossible unless you're going after the strawberries. Don't worry about getting every single one of them. If you're going after most of them, it should be relatively easy to get them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. I hate this minigame because I hate controlling the bird. Wait, no, it's not 10,000, it's 100,000. So, yeah. There we go. No, wait, maybe it's not 100,000 now. I'm pretty sure it's just 10,000. I don't know. What? No way! 56,334 points? You've got more than 10,000 points! Wow! Here, take this! But don't think I'm giving you this because I like you or anything. We got a heart from a tsundere! So you're completely hooked now. You need to go again to try to beat your high score. No. Okay, now that we got that, which kind of surprised I got that on my first try, but I guess I'm just that good. Let's go find Auru. I'm actually playing through the GameCube version of this game too, while we do this. Just because I can use the GameCube version as a way to refresh my memory on certain things. But, yeah. Let's climb up this ladder here. I thought it was about time for you to arrive. Master Link, is it? You know Telma, don't you? I am Auru. I am part of the group that Telma kindly allows to meet at her bar. I have heard all about your deeds from her. Now, you being a courageous youth, you likely heard of the strange events in the desert and come to investigate, no? No, I haven't heard anything. Telma just told me to come see you. Or am I mistaken? You do know, don't you, Master Link? The Gerudo Desert once held a prison built to hold the worst criminals this land has ever known. The criminals who were sentenced to death were sent directly to the underworld by a cursed mirror that was kept in the prison. Now that prison is condemned, and even the road leading to the desert is impassable. This desert at World's End, it still holds the cursed mirror and the malice of the doomed inmates. These old bones know that the evil currently plaguing Hyrule is related to this wicked place. So, I have come to learn this truth. Learn the truth. Master Link, I must ask, what will you do now? Don't tell me you plan to enter the desert and confirm my suspicions with your own eyes. Ah, is that so? Then let good old Auru help you out. You see, like Hylia below us, a man named Fire runs an amusement ride of sorts there. Give him this. You got Auru's memo. Auru wrote this to Fire of Lake Hylia. Set it to the appropriate buttons to use it. See, long ago, I saved this man Fire's life, and now he cannot refuse me if I ask for a favor. If you leave the rest up to Fire, all should go well. I kind of like Auru. He's pretty cool. But let's go give this memo. Let me check something real quick. You know, since we're here, let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. Alright, let's go find Fire. I don't think he'll want to talk to us if we're a wolf. From old Auru, huh? Ah, well, I guess it ought to do what the old coot says. Oasis flight, right? So, here you go. One of our secret options not available to the general public. This time's all paid for, so what do you say? You want to go? Alrighty then, but remember, next time you gotta pay. Sweet sailing, buddy o' mine. One for Oasis. Fire in the hole. I'll see you guys when it becomes sunset, because you'll see in a moment. Okay, I'd say this looks about right. Wait, Link. Before we go on, there's something I want you to hear. Do you remember what the spirit said about the few shadows? What do you think happened to the magic wielders who tried to rule the sacred realm? They were banished. They were chased across the sacred lands of Hyrule, and driven into another realm by the goddesses. It was another world entirely, the antithesis of Hyrule, where the sun shines bright. Its denizens became shadows that could not mingle with the light. Eventually, most came to call it the Twilight Realm, and from it, none could return to the world of the light. They were forever doomed to live in the twilight, flighting in the half-light of dusk, mere shadows of Hyrule. This is the memory of the Twilight, as it has been passed down from our ancestors. Do you understand what I am? I am a denizen of the tribe that was banished to the Twilight Realm. It was a peaceful place until Zant took control of the Twilight Realm and transformed all of the Twilight into shadow beasts. It's clear to me now that he somehow gained a great evil power previously unknown to our tribe. In any case, I was sent from there and could no longer get into the Twilight Realm without his power. But there's another tale to be told by my people. Though the goddesses forbade us to return to the world of the light, they left us one link between light and darkness. Something called the Mirror of Twilight was passed to the protectors of Hyrule. It's our only path to the Twilight Realm, and we must get there. You'll come with me, won't you?